What's up, everybody? It's Carl's Collects Comics, and I'm back with another Friday feature. This week, on Black Friday, I'm going to be talking about something really cool. These are the top 10 gifts for the comic fan in your life. So this isn't just for comic fans, this is for friends and loved ones of a comic fan who are saying, what can I get the comic fan in my life this year for the holidays? So stay tuned. Alright, hey, welcome back to another Friday feature. I'm Carl's Collects Comics, and this is a special video because we're going to be highlighting some really cool products that I've found across the comic hobby, and I'm going to be sharing those not just with comic fans, but also with friends and loved ones of comic fans who are looking for that perfect gift. This is a personal one because, as I've shared before on some forums and Facebook groups, I think it can be hard for loved ones of a comic fan to get that perfect gift because you want it to be something that's heartfelt, but it can be difficult because for comic fans, you know, we know so much about grading of comic books and certain, you know, what a good price is. You know, over time in the hobby, you develop a really good feel for what a good price is. So sometimes, you know, as a loved one of a comic fan, it can be really difficult to pick out that perfect product, but hopefully some of these gifts are going to hit home, they're going to resonate, and it'll be something that you can get that'll make this holiday season one of the best yet. So let's get started on this list. Number 10 on my list of the top 10 gifts for the comic fan in your life is homemade comic items. Now this is something really cool that I got into a few years ago, where you can actually take old beat up comic books that, you know, I got some from my local comic shop, just a stack of them for like 25 cents a piece because they were so tattered and torn up that they were really only good for one thing, and that was to make things out of them for crafts. And they said that they would actually sell them that way. Sometimes you can find these on eBay. But what we did, my son and I, we took some cardboard, just basic cardboard comic short boxes and some old destroyed comics, and we created these. This is the box top. We only did the box tops, but we used Modge Podge and put these together. You know, they're not perfect. They're definitely homemade, but they're really cool. They're vintage. Here's another one that I've got. That was a Nightwing one. This is an Avengers one. Keep in mind, I don't suggest doing this with every comic book. You know, if you're a loved one, be careful because you might be destroying a priceless comic book. These were no good. Other comic fans, they were no good. Don't worry. I didn't needlessly destroy comic books. These were not going anywhere. They were incomplete. Some of them had some mold that I had to kill off of them first, so they were not even dollar bin fodder. So I made sure to do that with these books before creating that. But that's number 10 on my list is homemade options, and you can do other stuff with them too. You can take comic books and make stuff like decorative items for the shelf, flowers. I've seen all kinds of stuff, you know, on Pinterest, where you take old vintage comic pages and make something out of them. So this was just one thing. So that's number 10 on my list because I thought, hey, you know, this is a neat homemade thing that you can do for the comic fan in your life that costs relatively little but could mean a whole lot. Next, number 9 on my list of top 10 gifts for the comic fan in your life is eBay gift cards. Now hear me out. If the comic fan in your life is an avid eBay comic hunter, this might be the gift for them. Now, while it can be the Wild West on eBay, if that fan in your life enjoys this method of shopping for their next big purchase, you might want to consider it. Like if they're always, you know, if they always constantly have eBay hunts and searches and signals going, you know, little notifications going off about watching the, you know, things on eBay, this might be a really good gift for them. I know, like for me personally, I don't buy a ton of comic books on eBay, so it wouldn't be a gift for me. from my loved ones, but for you, for the comic fan in your life, it might be the perfect thing. Number 8 on my list of the top 10 gifts for the comic fan in your life are comic themed decorations. So, as you've noticed here in the Collector's Cave, I do have some really cool reproductions of famous comic book covers. Now, here's something, I'm going to go and take one of these off, because I actually had one person say, what kind of a person puts a Batman #1 up on their wall, and let's see, he's not wanting to come off of there. There we go. I'll put it up later. Alright, so this is a little decoration. It's printed on some balsa wood. Okay, got this along with the rest of these at Hobby Lobby for, their price is $9.99. Let's see if that's getting into focus there. Yeah, you can see it. Alright, so the price is $9.99, but Hobby Lobby has many times during the year and during the week when wall decor is 50% off. They do 50% off sales. So a place like Hobby Lobby, regular price $9.99, I paid $5. So for each of these I paid $5, but it looks really cool on the wall. They're authentic. These are real comic book covers, but so you're not actually displaying the actual comic books themselves on the wall here. But it makes just a great potential gift for the comic fan in your life. So if they are decorating their space, or they're putting something, they're putting their own little comic nook or corner or room or garage together, this may be a perfect thing for them. Because let me tell you this about all comic fans, we always like to see other comic fans' room tours on YouTube and Instagram. Whether picture or video, we love looking at others, and we all secretly think about how we would decorate our space. So this could be the perfect gift for the comic fan in your life this Christmas, or Kwanzaa, or whatever other holiday you're celebrating. Number 7 on my list of the top 10 gifts for the comic fan in your life is a 1-year membership to either Disney Plus or HBO Max. Now, I'm not getting paid to say this yet. Disney, Warner Brothers, HBO, call me. We can talk. All right, but look, this might be an option because there's clear release schedules that have been laid out for any type of geek content. Star Wars or Marvel fans would love to have a Disney Plus membership paid up for the year because of all the shows that are coming out, and even some films that are going to be coming direct. DC Comics fans wouldn't mind an HBO Max membership because there's already so much content on there ever since DC Universe folded into HBO Max and HBO Max reached that deal with Warner Brothers. They're going to be bringing all the DC properties under one roof, which makes it a great time to be a fan of either of those. If the comic fan in your life is constantly praising one of the cinematic universes, this might be the perfect gift. Number 5 and number 6 on my top 10 comic gifts, or top 10 gifts for the comic fan in your life. These are split. Okay, neither one is higher than the other, but they're going to take up 2 spots on my list tonight. These are 3D printed stands by Malverde Designs. All right, now Malverde Designs is a company on Instagram. These are so cool. They are these are 3D printed stands, custom made for whatever type of comic you have. And I've got 3. They're great. It's a work in progress, but I'm really proud to have them on my shelf at the office. Also, along those same lines is slab stands. These are also custom stands. Now, these are made out of wood. They're handcrafted and painted. And they're another really fun product for displaying your favorite comic book on your shelf. Now, Slab Stance has been around for a while, and he's really expanded his product line. So they've got, he's got all kinds of different ones that he can do, incorporating like LED lights and other stuff like that. But they're just really cool stands. He's been around for a while, and so I recommend both of these guys. I know Malverde does 3D printed, but Slab Stands does wooden ones. So I know that they're both really cool products, and I would say that I think take a look at what their offerings are, and talk to both of them. Reach out to them. They're both cool guys. And here's the really cool part: is that if you use the discount code Carlos Collects Comics with either of them, you'll get a 10% discount through, I think, Christmas Eve is what it is. You can clarify with the guys, but the discount code Carlos Collects Comics with either Malverde Designs for the 3D printed stands or Slab Stands for his custom wooden stands, and you will get 10% off of your order for the next few weeks. So make sure and hit those guys up. Ask them about their products. I'll have their information in the description below. But both of them really cool stuff, and just pleasure to talk to. I know Malverde's kind of busy right now, but I would encourage you to reach out to both of them and just see what they've got, because if you're looking for that perfect gift for the comic fan in your life, there's nothing cooler than having a really neat stand for that special slab or raw book in their collection. All right, number 4 on my list of the top 10 gifts for the comic fan in your life is Comic Supplies by Comic Clear. All right, now this is really cool stuff that many collectors might not buy for themselves. Comic Clear makes high quality clear plastic backing boards for all sizes of books. I've switched out quite a few of my Silver Age books to these, and I've got to say I'm very, very pleased with them. I'll go ahead and show this one off for you right now. So this is my copy, my personal collection copy of Submariner #1. All right, now this is in a My Light 2, all right, Silver Age size, and voila. You can see the back cover perfectly, crystal clear. It almost looks like there's nothing there, right? But there is. There is an acrylic backing board. I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you can even see it, it's so crystal clear. Yeah, there's the grade I put on there that it still needs to be pressed and cleaned. But yeah, you can kind of see it in there. So yeah, these really nice for the personal collection books. Now Comic Clear also has their own bags, their own line of clear bags that are supposed, that look very crystal clear. I haven't personally used them or ordered them yet, but I'm putting the website on here, and I'm excited to announce also that Comic Clear is going to be doing a drawing for us a little bit later on in the year as part of our giveaway, our slate of giveaway videos. We're going to be doing a drawing for them, and the winner is going to receive a free package of 25 clear backing boards. And I think it's only going to be out of the silver or the current size, but still, I mean, how could you turn down 25 crystal clear backing boards of any size? It's just it's such a cool product, and I was really excited when they came out. And when they arrived, they were, not arrived because I bought them at my local comic shop, but when I got them home and unwrapped them and then got the protective film off of each side and saw how clear they really are in person, I mean, I just said, man, I'm gonna spend so much money changing these out over the next however many months or years it takes me to switch them all out, because they're really great, and they're thicker than an E. Gerber halfback. They're not quite as thick or firm as a fullback, but they're definitely better than a regular backing board or a halfback. And I think, you know, it makes up for it in the in just being able to look at the back of your comic without having to take the board or take it out of the bag. It's a really great way to display a comic book, and I just love them. I think very highly of that product. So, number 3 on my list is comic convention passes. Okay, now this item is very much dependent upon your location and having an idea of your comic fans' preference. You know, if they've been to one before or if they've ever wanted to go but they haven't yet, this might be the perfect option and the perfect Christmas gift for them. All right, a quick Google search will yield some options for you, and then you can take some time to look into the best time to buy. Convention passes generally go on sale 6 to 9 months out from the convention, and the best prices are always the furthest out. You know, but do keep in mind that you might want to make sure that the convention will actually have some comic vendors and comic guests, because a lot of conventions have kind of become pop culture celebrations, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for those who are going primarily to look for deals on comic books or to meet comic creators, not every convention is going to scratch that itch. So, you know, and I might just need to do a video about some strong regional comic conventions. You know, that might be a good video also. Okay, number 2 on my list is the Nerdstarga custom furniture and displays. Now, I'm a proud owner of a set of some of the original Nerdstarga Stacker comic storage units, and you actually see one of them here in the collector's cave behind me. So you can see this. So this is out of full hardwood. This is not you know, pressboard or anything like that, but this is solid hardwood. These are open. This, in the stacker section, these different levels, they come off of each other, and there's books, there's about a short box worth of books behind each of these, and then there's these display slots that you can put raw books into as well. Now I have all these in a top loader to help with protection, but this is 3 high, and you see this behind me in all the videos, but that's what that thing is. I also have a little bit larger one that is for graded books, and you know, I'll just say they're incredibly well made. I've had my eye on them for quite some time. I was fortunate in that the set of 2 stackers that I have, they went on sale locally here in my area, and I was able to get a hold of the person. They were getting inundated with people asking about them. I didn't even think twice about paying him what he was asking for them, because they're so well made. They are so well done. These guys have a very long waiting list, and so I can't recommend them highly enough. They've just got fantastic. They make fantastic stuff, and I've been a big fan for a while. When these came up pre-owned, I went ahead and jumped on them, but I do know that at some point I'm going to be upgrading and wanting to purchase the ones with the drawers, so that you don't have to lift off the different you know, the different levels. You can just pull out the drawers. And I've seen other people that have made their own, but you know, I'm not really a handy guy. I don't have any woodworking tools, and like a lot of, you know, folks, my, you know, skill sets lie elsewhere, so I can't recommend them highly enough. They do have an extensive waiting list, and there will be freight to consider, because they do. You will have to have them shipped from their from their wood shop where they make them. But I just, you know, every time I see their stuff, I see new stuff that they're making that I want. And it's just great quality stuff. And if you're a lifelong collector, this is very much a worthwhile investment to make. If you're a family member or a loved one of a comic fan, let me tell you that comic storage is like the #1 need for any comic fan. And this is a very classy way to help them with organizing and storing their collection. And there's a full catalog. So when you go to the Nerdstarga Instagram page, make sure and message them. They'll send you a full catalog that they have of all the different ones and all the pricing tiers and all the features. They do so many different variations, and they even do custom stuff. So yeah, and here's the cool thing is that they didn't they didn't pay me anything to say this. I bought these secondhand, so I'm just a very satisfied customer and a big fan of their work. So I highly recommend them. I think it's great stuff, and for the comic fan in your life, it might be the perfect Christmas for them, even though they probably wouldn't get them in time for this Christmas. Last but not least, number one on my list is number one on my list of the top 10 gifts for the comic fan in your life is a gift card to a local comic shop. I referenced it one earlier, but this is probably one of my wife and my family's favorite gift items because they know that they can get me exactly what I love, and I don't get stressed out that they won't get me, the best deal, or that they might get the wrong thing, and I don't want that kind of an awkward, weird thing, because they don't know about grades or slabs or not slabbed or raw, or, they don't know reprints. And now with these facsimiles out there, Marvel just continues to release these facsimiles that look exactly like the original, which is very obnoxious. But you don't want to put your loved one in that position. And loved one, you don't want to be in that position. So one of the coolest things that you can do this Christmas is you can get your loved one exactly what they want by finding out what their favorite local comic shop is and getting them a gift card for that shop. That takes all the guesswork out of it. And here personally, I've got some books that I've purchased with gift cards from my family members, and those books are just part of my personal collection, and I just enjoy having them, and they're just a part of the personal collection. So for you can also get them a Funko Pop, Absolute Edition, graphic novels. There's all kinds of stuff that your comic fan can go get. I did want to make sure to mention that there is a website for family members who are watching this and who are not familiar. There is a website that you can go to, www.comicshoplocator.com. All right. And what you can do there is you can look up the closest local comic shop to you. Our slang form is LCS, but you can find the closest comic shop to where you are geographically. And so if the comic fan in your life, or if the young reader in your life has never been to their local comic shop, you can do them also that gift favor by looking it up on comicshoplocator.com, finding it, getting them a gift card, and that can be the thing that they open this Christmas, and then that way they can go shopping. They can pick out the thing that is perfectly suited for them, and you can just sit back and smile and know that you gave them the perfect gift for this gift-giving season. So those are my top 10 gift ideas for the comic fan in your life. If you're a loved one or a family member of a comic fan and this helped you, I'm so glad. Make sure and let me know that in the comments below. If you're a comic fan and you say, hey, I've wanted to have something I could pass on to my family members and loved ones, make sure and share this video and let them see some great suggestions for this season. There's still plenty of shopping time left until the full holiday rush hits here. But it has been fun to put this list together for you. Thank you so much to Comic Clear and to Malverde and to Slab Stands for the discount codes and for the giveaway. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for helping out a new and upcoming channel with those generous donations. Definitely was not required to be on the list, but love that these guys jumped on board when they heard about it. And for the rest, make sure and check them out because there's some really cool stuff that you can get a hold of there. Thank you for those watching. Make sure, as always, to like the video, comment below. I will take the time to respond to every single comment if you take the time to leave the comment. Hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all the videos. Remember that there's a giveaway that's going on, and we're going to be giving that away tonight also. And then above all, make sure to consider subscribing, because I'm looking forward to doing that with you. Okay, take care, and I will see you next time.